my zone. Bitch, I'm in my bag. I really don't know how I got the swag, how I got the juice. I'm just getting loose. I'm just warming up. This ain't nothing.
Yo, what's up, guys? So I've been getting a lot of questions on Instagram a lot lately about my new intercooler setup here. There's a lot of people that want to know about what exactly I did to get it to fit up like this, because this core is it's rather a big core to be fitting on a Mazdaspeed 3. It did take some custom work to get it to fit properly and to get it to fit exactly in the middle of my open mouth grill, which it sits perfectly in there. If you don't follow me on Instagram, drop a follow. I'll put it right on the screen right there. It's the same as my YouTube channel name. And you can see exactly how my car looks with this core on and with the bumper on. I'm just going to make this quick video explaining exactly what we did for this setup. As you can see, that is the stock crash bar there. You are not going to be able to run that with this core. I'm going to tell you that right now, unless you want to hack that up and cut it up. If you do want to cut that bar up to make this core fit, you're pretty well going to have to cut it right in half and just leave the ends on it, because this core is so tall that you're going to have to cut a lot of that bar, if not right in half, to get this to fit. So that was the first step. We took the bar off, the crash bar off, the stock one, and the first thing was to build our own crash bar. So I'm not very handy in welding, fabbing things up to be exact. So my good buddy came over and he did me up a great custom crash bar so that I didn't have to buy one for like $250 US money, which is like almost $400, probably almost $500 after shipping and everything to Canada, which sucks. So yeah, he was kind enough to fab me up this bar. Basically, he started with these three pieces here. He tacked this zigzag piece like that. It's kind of hard to show, but so that the bolt holes would line up perfect. That was the hardest part of it. The whole thing was getting the bolt holes drilled out to line up with the threads where the old crash bar went. He also put a brace here on the top, right here, to go over the frame, just like that. He did that for both sides, obviously. He also put one in the inside so that it really hugs around that frame rail. And then really the top piece is just, I forget the measurement of that tubing, but it's just some square tubing, some square steel. And he welded that to both ends, and then we made some brackets here so that it hooks up to the crash bar and keeps it nice and sturdy. This isn't going anywhere. So two of those. We also cut this piece off right here. It was further down, but it wasn't going to fit with how high we needed this crash bar to be. So we cut a piece of that off and welded another piece to the bar here so that we could drill right into that mounting point on the car itself to keep it even more sturdy. So yeah, this thing is super sturdy. It's not going anywheres. My intercooler piping, I also get questions about that. It's CX Racing piping from the RPM store, I believe it is, or Edge Auto. It's one of those two stores. It's kind of difficult to rig up for a Mazdaspeed 3 because it's so tight to fit. As you can see, it's pushing up against my coolant lines here. It is really tight to fit. Does the trick. I had it painted white along with my valve cover and manifold painted red. The piping comes down here, hooks around. I had to get some Mishimoto 2.5 to 3.5 inch couplers for the core, because the core inlet and outlet are bigger than the piping. So I picked up 2 couplers from Mishimoto to hold that in and plug the whole system together. And then the Eat Sleep Race Edition core finishes it all off. I've really wanted this setup for a long time. It was my goal to get this core. So I made sure that I did go through with it. I knew it was going to be some custom work with making a crash bar, but again, big thanks to my buddy Matt for helping me out with that. That was a huge part in this whole entire build project for this season.